This presentation is brought to you by Coastal Healthy Communities Coalition at the University of New England. We have all heard the term social networking used on the news or in conversation. Social networking, and especially the dangers of online social networking, seems to be a very hot topic these days. However, what do we mean when we say social networking? In reality, social networking has been going on for centuries. Many of us, when we started going on the search for employment, were taught how to network and make connections. If you have ever entered into a situation with a group of strangers and come out on the other side with a group of friends, you have been social networking. What has changed in the last decade is that social networking, more and more, no longer requires you to meet anyone face-to-face. The internet has had a great effect on social networking as it has on travel or communications in general. Social networking to kids is almost an exclusively online phenomenon. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, texting, cell phones, these are all tools of modern social networking. Not that long ago, someone who said they had 50 friends would have been considered gregarious and outgoing. These days, online sites have almost changed the meaning of the word friend, and it is not uncommon for someone to refer to their friends in terms of hundreds and even thousands of people. If you ask a group of teenagers how many friends they have, you may be surprised by the answer.
450.
How many friends?
I think 260.
I have no idea. Probably like around 200, 300.
I have 300.
I have over 500.
500 friends.
Yeah, that's not that much.
Friends.
Some people have
Like
like
some people have
2,000.
like 2,000. Yeah, it's insane.
It's crazy.
I think I have 600 or 700, which it sounds like so much saying it out loud right now. I don't know. It just seems weird that like I know 600 people that I just like kind of clicked accept, you know?
And where are these friends? On Facebook, of course. Facebook is currently the predominant website for social networking. On Facebook, you sign up and create a free profile about yourself. Then, you go out and search for people you know or people who share common interests, and you make friend requests. If the person accepts your request, you are now friends on Facebook. You can post pictures of yourself and provide status updates, telling people what you are doing or what you're into to all your friends on Facebook. Facebook began as a way for Harvard students to connect with each other in 2003. In 2006, Facebook started to allow anyone over 13 to create a profile and, in these short years, has grown to a worldwide community of over 500 million users.
I see Facebook as a great way for people to connect. I think it's a good way to share messages. It seems like they've really figured out some great ways to market and target the people you're messaging to.
The importance of social networking websites as Facebook and MySpace for this generation, the generation that grew up with the internet, is so big that they can't leave. That's such a part of their life that they need it, literally physically need to have these internet sites to maintain part of who they are.
Especially for our generation, because almost everyone, has Facebook. It's a way to, it's an extension of us, and then that it is part of our identity, definitely.
It's like Facebook is like the upgrade, and like, I don't know, it's kind of like going from like elementary school to like middle school, kind of, if that makes sense.
But Facebook is only one part of the current social networking chain. Twitter came along and took one of the most popular aspects of Facebook, the status update, and made a site dedicated just to that function. Tweets, which are what posts on Twitter are called, are limited to 140 characters. Basically, it is just a running list of thoughts or actions that are broadcast to the world. Celebrities, real or imagined, use Twitter to send updates to their fans in rapid-fire manner, which leaves some with the impression they are having a conversation with their favorite star. YouTube is another site that rocketed into the stratosphere of popularity. On YouTube, you can upload and essentially broadcast any video you have to the world. You can also allow these videos to be embedded on anyone's website and comment on those same videos. Literally, 1 year after YouTube was first launched, it was sold to Google for $1.65 billion. All of these websites also work with each other to create a digital network. You can post YouTube videos on your Facebook page or link them to a Twitter feed. They all work together to distribute information about you and information you want to share with others. But wait, there's more. Social networking also encompasses the modern devices we use to communicate. Cell phones have rapidly gone from a novelty to a necessity in many minds. And there's texting. Texting is essentially sending emails from phone to phone. Texts are normally brief and contain much shorthand, OMG for oh my god, or LOL for laughing out loud. Texting is becoming a major means of communication between teenagers. If you ask them which form of social networking they use most,
I think Facebook's my first and texting's my second.
Yeah.
He's on
I
like
do
5
that.
hours a day. So.
Well, I have an iPod, so wherever there's internet, I'm on my iPod on Facebook.
and that is pretty typical. In the following short videos, we will show you more about social networking and its effects on our lives, and especially on our youth.
I think kids nowadays just have more tools than we ever had. I think if you took today's situation, you put it back there when we were all in high school, we'd probably be making all the same stupid decisions. But here, they have all these tools that we're just not used to. We didn't grow up with them. We're not adapted to them. So we have a real difficult time explaining proper procedures.
It may seem overwhelming, but stick with us. If you have children, online social networking is not something you can just ignore. You need to educate yourself and be aware. You can learn to make these tools a healthy part of your life, just as your kids are.